Well, leaders come to me when they realise something isn't working, and it might be because their manager said something to them like you rub people up the wrong way, or I don't get why you're not contributing in meetings, and when I know that you know a lot. And so they've had some sort of information that they want to make sense of, or they've come across a situation that they haven't encountered before, like there's conflict in their team and it's beyond what they know how to work with. So when they come to me, I usually do three things with them. One, I say, if we were to be incredibly successful in our work together, what would the outcomes be? And I get really inspired by what they say, because they know this is an area of what they know. It's like people would trust me, or senior leaders would come to me for advice and counsel. So they know precisely where they want to land up, and that's the essential thing. They don't know how to get there, and that's where I can add value. So that's the first part of what I do. And the second thing I do with leaders is work out, if we were to be successful in our work together, how would we measure that success? And again, they have specific things that they would talk about and that they can identify. And so then essentially we're beginning our work. And the third thing that I'm able to do with leaders is hold up the mirror to them so they can see the behaviours that they have and the impact of those behaviours on people. And when we work in that way, sometimes they get quite a shock and feel a bit embarrassed about what comes out. And that's a positive thing. Some leaders have a tendency then to want to jump and get a quick fix. And so I can teach techniques, but I tend to discourage that in leaders because they're wanting something more sustainable and long term. And so we look at what are the options of how might they want to respond in those situations and what behaviours would they want to have. And that gives them a real chance to think about what are their values, what is their natural approach, and then we work with that, and the behaviour emerges once they see that they've got options. And that's the key part of my work, is when leaders walk into like a default position or default behaviour, they realise they've got options. So they can behave in the way that they have in the past, but they also have other ways that they can approach those situations. So that's the core of my work.